Ta-da! Howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here. Well, this is what I've been doing this evening, yes. Let me explain to you what happened. One of my very long time awesome Possum Peep friends, Heather C. Yes, Crafter's Alley by Heather C. sent me a little personal message and a picture of a picture taken from one of my intros showing the shelf behind me. She put a big red circle on it, right? And she's like, why don't you put your journals back there so that everybody could see them? I know, I'm always pointing off into space, and I'm putting a picture of the journal shelf over here because you can't see it. You don't know what I'm talking about. And yeah. But her idea was to put the journals on the shelf that was already there. But I sort of measured the shelf, and some of the shelves are just not high enough for the journals to fit there. Maybe like the smallest one, but the other ones won't fit there. So I'm looking at that big shelf over there, and I'm thinking, oh, that whole thing needs to come apart and be rearranged and straightened out, yes. But it might not work for most of these journals. And then I'm thinking, why should I bother doing all that right now when all I have to do is take the shelf from there and move it over here? Yes, because it's so much easier to move that shelf than to clean that one off. I did have to move my sewing chest, which is just a small plastic thing. I put it over there, and it's got all material and threads and things in there. That should be cleaned out at some point too. Oh, but I had to rearrange my table. So I had to put the table the long way and put my Big Shot machine over there by the window. Soggy Bottom Bunch, they're happy. So now they can actually see out the window better than just facing this way, because now they're, well, actually the fairies are right where they were when I started, right? Except for all the other Soggy Bunch have joined them. Anyway, yes, so what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? My goal, yes, in the next, no, not the next year, not 2025, in the next 10 years or 20 years, right, is to, yes, use up a lot of that paper and junk journaling supplies, the top shelf there and that shelf over there and the shelf on the bottom over there. That's just all junk journaling supplies. And if I could turn all that paper into junk journals, see, then I'd have a whole nother shelf of journals for you to look at instead of a bunch of supplies on a messy shelf. I know it needs to be cleaned. I'll take care of that. So, yeah, I might take things off and rearrange and clean it up and make it a little neater. But, yeah, for now, you can see my journals. There they are. Can't see my messy sewing stuff. It's over there. Yeah, lots more to do. I need to go around the room another 2 or 3 times with the organization thing that's going on, but that's okay. Like a lot of Possum Peeps, you know, they wrote little comments under my video. They say, yeah, it's a never-ending project. It's a never-ending project. Always moving, reorganizing, and cleaning. Well, to clean, you need to kind of move things around anyway. So, yeah, I love it there. I love it there. Hope you love it too. And, yeah, I got to work on that shelf. Okay, well, now what? I'm exhausted. Oh. Yeah, I printed out some pictures about Mr. Possum's little bird feeder that he made, and I'm looking at some bird books, and let's see if I have enough energy to at least start a journal page. Yeah, so why don't you just get your journaling and a hot beverage and pull up a chair, and we'll sit and relax a little while together because, yeah, I'm tired now. But I still like your company, so come on along. Well, let's take care of some business first. Yepers, it is no spend. Shop the stash, save the cash, right? And I have been saving $1 for every day that I do not spend any money on journaling. Ooh, I bought those tubs. Okay, now I have a dilemma. I bought a couple of tubs to organize some things in, but that's not journaling supplies, right? No, that's cleaning and organizing supplies, which is a lot different than journaling supplies. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to count those, but if you think I should, write that in the comments down there below. But I don't believe I need to, right? If I buy a couple of those tubs to put some things in, to organize some stuff, organizational supplies, cleaning supplies, they're not journaling supplies. No. Okay. All right. So let's see. Day 24 was yesterday. I have 19 days, $19 here. And then that's the 31st. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $5 right there. And today is Monday the 6th. So we are on day 25. No spend. Okay, day 25, no spend. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I didn't know whether I was going to save it up till I got a 20 or put in some more ones or save it up till I got a 10, but I just happen to have a 5 right here. And I'm going to stick that 5 right here. Okay, there's a few possum peeps out there who are actually joining me for the No Spend January, right? No Spend January. But what I want to know is, are you like saving the cash or just no spend? Now, I was actually inspired to do this. All right, Heather C., second shout out in one video. By watching Heather C.'s videos on her little cash saving games, which are a lot of fun. She's got all these little envelopes and you roll the dice and you do scratch offs and all kinds of games to save cash. Yeah, but this is my game because, I'm all about just journaling. So this is $1 a day for every day that I don't spend any money on journaling supplies. And today is day 25. So that would be $25. But I'm not going to put it in yet. I want to fill up the page first. Fill up the page. So I have $24 in here right now. $24 saved up. Like I said, not counting that money I spent on those tubs, which are on sale. I just bought a couple of tubs. Eventually, when everything is clean and organized and used up, I won't need those tubs anymore. So I'll be using them for other things. So yeah, so I'm not going to count those. Okay, so where are we? What are we doing? We're in the Christmas Caravan Journal, and we're doing a countdown to how many pages I have left in here. And what did I do? I did page 4. I did page 4 yesterday with my grandniece there baking her little Christmas cookies. And I made a little window out of some trash. And it got real gunky. And I put some washi tape around it and kind of covered up the cute cookies I put there. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I think it came out cute, yeah. I didn't get some glue on parts of this washi. But it seems to be staying down pretty well right now. Yes. Fingers crossed. Yes, stay. Oh, it's cute. I love it. I love it. Oh, all right. She is my sister's granddaughter, right? My grandniece. And I put this little deer here, this little sparkly deer. And my sister just sent me a little video. She's got a wildlife camera. I need to get a new wildlife camera, don't I? Yeah. I'll have to put that on my list. Maybe for my anniversary, Mr. Possum, my birthday, Valentine's Day, which all fall on this just about the same time. All right. She sent me a video of the deer in the snow in her backyard. That was today, right? They had a little snow and the deer came in the backyard and her wildlife cam caught the picture of the deer in her backyard. It was so cute. Oh, and look, there's a deer here. I didn't even think about that. The little deer there and the little deer there. Okay. You know I'm tired. You know I'm tired. All right. So, yes, I did that page. So, I'm on this page 3, page 3 of the countdown. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a journal page about Mr. Possum's new idea on feeding the birds. He's always trying to invent something. Not that this is a new invention, but he had an idea in his head that he wanted somehow to mix peanut butter and birdseed and put it out for the woodpeckers because they love the peanut butter. But he didn't know like what to use to support the peanut butter. So he was watching different YouTube videos and then we started talking about it. And I said, oh, the YouTube video that he watched, they took toilet paper roll, the little cardboard roll, and put the peanut butter on it, then rolled it into seeds and then hung that up. But he wasn't sure, like, how is he going to hang that up? And I was like, well, why don't you make like one of those little things like you have in your kitchen with a base and a dowel on it where you just slip the paper towels on it and then you can put a little hanger. So he drew a diagram down there of what he wanted to make. And, he went down the basement and did a little he calls this his prototype, right? He's still working on the idea, a little prototype to see if this was going to work. And I gave him a couple toilet paper rolls and he put peanut butter on them. And then he took them outside and he rolled them in the seeds. So he was rolling them in the seeds in the bucket there. And then he hung it up and he walked away and it took all of about 30 seconds for the birds to come back. Yeah, especially the chickadees. They're very brave. They don't mind if you're outside. They come right back down. And about 2 or 3 minutes later, little woodpecker came and he was eating the seeds off the roll. And then some of the chickadees were eating the seeds. Yes. So I took a picture from the little video that I made. And I put some stickers of stars around. And I put the word yum there. And there is actually a black-capped chickadee on the bird feeder and I think it's a downy woodpecker on the little toilet paper roll thing there. So I have 3 pictures. And this might be an easy page, kind of like this one. I was looking for a black-capped chickadee picture. I found one here. I got to cut him out. And I believe there's a downy woodpecker in the book too. What's on the back? Looks like a baby robin. And I can do some journaling. This is a book I'm cutting up. North American Bird Feeder Handbook. Got some nice bird pictures in it. We do have a red-bellied woodpecker. Oh, here's a little bird feeder. I think I marked some pages. Oh, a lot of birds came today. Yes, a lot of birds came today. There was the cardinals, the blue jays, the mourning doves, the black-capped chickadees, the white-breasted nuthatch, there's a sparrow, the juncos. Yes, it was a very busy day at the bird feeder today. Okay, here's the downy woodpecker. Always got a seed in his mouth. Yellow-bellied sapsucker. And I didn't see one of those today. But I saw a hairy woodpecker, a downy woodpecker, a red-bellied woodpecker. All right, I'm going to cut this guy out. Oh, this is good. One's looking that way, one's looking that way. That's perfect. Possum, perfect. His tail is cut off, but we'll fudge that. So I went out the next day. Mr. Possum put out a new roll. I was like, let me see how close I can get to these chickadees while they're feeding, right? And take their picture. And I got pretty close. Let me tell you, I was pretty close to where they were going in and out of the bird feeder. Okay, I was looking through this Birds and Blooms. Get these free at the library. And look, it says National Birdhouse and Feeder Contest Grand Prize winner. And here it says top builders. I was like, let's give Mr. Possum, what, should we give him the grand prize? Or should we just say he's a top builder? Grand prize. Well, look at this bird feeder here. It's like a whole barn with a silo and everything, and the top opens up and you put the seeds in there. And I'm talking about a toilet paper roll. Oh dear. Okay. Look at this title here. I love to do funny things. Okay, now let's see. We have 3 photos. First step, second step, third step there. Got a couple of little birds. I could perch the bird on something, on maybe a photo, and still have room to do my journaling. Now, do I want to change the background, or do I want to leave that paper? Do I want to put something that more matches this? Let me look around for a second. I want it to be something more, outdoorsy than pink Christmas bulbs and fake trees. I know that's beautiful paper. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to cover it up. Oh, I love all this blue. Okay, blue was my color. Oh, well, I'm wearing my red sweater today. And, people, they like to have a word, a color, a number, a flower, a stone, all kinds of things for, the new year. Something for inspiration. And people are like, well, how do you pick out, your number or your color or your word for the year? And I believe it's not really a conscious choice, right? I believe that it just has to be very free-flowing, right? It should just come to you like, oh, yes, that's the color of the year. So I walked by the mirror while I was wearing this red sweater, and I was like, red. Red's the color of the year for 2025. Red is not my favorite color. If you gave me a bunch of things to choose, I would probably pick the red thing last. But it just struck me, red. It's like, whoa, red. And immediately, the number 5 popped into my head. And I was like, red 5. Now, I have to look up all the meanings of these colors and numbers because there's always a connection. This happened to me last year. There's always a connection. So it's going to be like a red 5. And I'll let you know the word and what else is going on. Okay, I'm going to glue this down and rearrange these things. Oh, yes, I like that on there. Much, much better. Look at that. Okay, let me get everything glued down and I'll be right back. And there we have it. I love to do this on a page. I know it's going to make whoever wants to read the page crazy, but I just love writing like this, just kind of all over the place. I've got my banner, grand prize for the feeder contest. And I've got my 2 little birdies, one sitting here looking at the seed and the other one flying up. And my 3 pictures there for development of an idea and getting it all together and hanging it out for the birds to try. It actually says Mr. Possum is experimenting with a bird feeder. He wanted to put peanut butter on a toilet paper roll and then roll it in bird seed. He hung it out and it worked. I'm sure he'll make improvements. Love it, love it. And look how nice this goes together now. And these birds are actually quite interested in what's going on this page, aren't they? I do have the same similar kind of writing on both pages. And now this looks more woodsy with the snow instead of the pink fake Christmas trees there. Well, that's certainly enough for today, isn't it? Yepers, this was about page 3 in my Caravan Christmas Winter Journal countdown to the finished. Yepers, this is almost finished. Ah, now it's getting chunky. Yes, now it's getting chunky. Oh, I put that window in there, that's why. Oh, yes, so as soon as this is finished, you will see it on the journal shelf behind me. On the shelf for finished journals. Do you like my new backdrop? Well, thanks for coming along today and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.